Well, don't have any idea who's watching this, but anyway, hello, everybody. This is your Uncle Phil. I'm doing a test broadcast today from my old stomping grounds. This is the Bowen, Illinois ball diamond, which is a softball or kids ball diamond, if you will. And my intention is to eventually bring a broadcast or two of Southeastern High School softball to you in the coming weeks, if everything works out. I had a devil of a time today, like I always do, but finally got the camera squared away. I don't think that looks too bad. That camera basically out in left field, looking in towards the infield there. Nice blue skies. It's cold today. It's kind of windy. It's not super cold, but the sun helps. But my hands are kind of cold, so that is what it is, you know. So okay, hang on just a second, and I'll bring you around and introduce myself here. All right, give me just a second here. I will show you the coveted shot first, though, of the center field shot that most baseball games, softball games, you see the batter pitcher confrontation. So here we go. That's coming. There it is. It's kind of tough from the camera when you put it out there beyond center field as to whether or not it will, if it looks like it's right on the money or not. Plus, you don't know what kind of angles you're going to have with the pitcher, the catcher, and whether infielders will get in the way. And so this is just a guess, but it looks like it's just about right and should pick up everything. I think so, anyway. So we can we can only hope from there. So give me a moment here, and I'll say hello to you via live with my own self. EK. Just a second. Yeah, going to be kind of hard to see it because it's kind of in the sun here, but and that's something I'm going to have to play with over the course of time. The thing is, my laptop here, I'm going to swing over here and show you this camera shot shooting back at you. Hi, how you doing? So, all right, so this camera shot that I'm showing you now, I've turned the camera that was in left field, or that is in left field, that was showing you the infield. And you can see the problem is facing in the sun. It's going to be kind of rough to do that. But I kind of screwed up today. I thought I had cables that were long enough, and I'm like, I'm a little short here. It's part of the game here. But everything seems to be going pretty well so far. I'm pretty happy with it. I won't be able to look at your comments today until afterwards, if you have any, and that's okay if you don't. Mainly because of the fact that I can't exactly run this software that I'm using and look at the comments at the same time. I'll get something squared away so that I can do that in the future. But if you notice here, you see as I'm looking straight ahead, the sun with my screen here, I'm older, so that doesn't help matters, but it is tough to see it. I don't know, I'll have to get some kind of shadow box to cover it when I do ball games here in the future. But anyway, let's go ahead and I'm going to swing you back around, okay? Swing you back around to the infield. Here we go. That's the wrong way. Let's go. There you go. And let me get you back up to where we should be. Well, maybe. All right. Yeah, that's getting closer. Wide out a little bit. And there you go. Widen out some more. That's probably about right for the see, if you get too far out, then you can see the top of the fence, but that actually might be a good reference point. If you're watching a game, you go, okay, I know that's the outfield fence. That's all the farther it goes. I'm not sure the depth here of the ball diamond. As far as the dimensions, there's none listed on this Bowen softball diamond. Um, yeah, so there's that. Um, I will show you too now. One of the problems, I'm going to have to set the camera up in a different location, this one, than I did, because I was too short of a cable, like I mentioned. Now I'm going to turn this to the left and watch what happens. Oops. Right there. Hi, that's a light pole. And that means that means I can't see center field. I mean, I can from my vantage point, but you can't with the camera. That's kind of a drag. So I will have to fix that. But it's not any big deal. Um, yeah, so let me, just for an interesting show of what the ball diamond's like, this is kind of at the edge of Bowen, Illinois, where it's kind of, you are basically right next to the country. And here's why I'll show you that. Let's come around here, if I can. And yeah, the lone prairie stares at you. Yeah, sure enough. So there you go. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming. So yeah, you have that as a little bit of an issue. And what I mean by that is, in this time of year and at various times when there are no crops in the field, the winds can just howl through here. This is pointing straight, and when I turn that camera, that is pointing straight west. So you can just imagine, days like today, it's a little raw, it's a little windy, it's not super bad. To show you what kind of wind there is, if I can get it in the camera shot, and I don't think I can. And they have a beautiful American flag in center field. It's kind of flipping around, not much, but occasionally goes straight out and kind of sits back down. I don't think I can show you, but let's see if we can get it. Just imagine it's behind there. Hold on. Nope. We cannot. So it's back. Trust me, it's back behind there. Okay, yeah, sure. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some tests now with, this is my one audio headset. Now I'm going to check another one, and so give me a moment and I'll do that, okay? Yeah, that's working. That is a little bit of audio difference than the other headset. A little, I don't know, kind of sounds a little more nasally or bassy, if you will. And when you're holding the microphone, you get all that, yeah, that kind of noise when you're holding it. But it does seem to work. I don't know. We can maybe adjust some levels here. Does that help? No. No, that makes it real. That's a little too much. Maybe there. Maybe there. No, that's too much. What? That's not good enough. All right, now. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that takes all the... Ooh, there we go. Super bass. Hey. All right. Yeah, that's better, I think. It's a little bit of a nasally microphone, but it works. So, okay, there's that one. Now I'll test another one. And it's a mobile mic, meaning it's wireless. So I'm going to test it and see how far it can go and work. Okay, so just a second. Hang in there. Thank you. Number 3 microphone. So this is the, kind of sounds like it's got an echo like you're in a bathtub. And I don't know why that is. It's really kind of odd. Yeah, it's good enough for what I'm going to do here with it. So this is just kind of a wireless mic that you can use for an extraneous mic, or if you have the need where something else dies. So it's pretty good. It will be handy, I think. The problem is the distance on it. This thing was advertised to have like 600 meters of distance, and let me tell you, it doesn't have but about 150 feet. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to walk in towards the dugout there, and actually the dugout to the left of your screen that you see. And then I am going to come back here, and I won't know if it worked or not because I won't have headphones on to go that far. But I'll just keep talking to you as I'm walking on the diamond, okay? All righty. Here, just a moment. So, yes, I played here as a kid. It was a fun place to play. Ooh, I can't exactly walk through there. Okay, I'm going to have to walk around something. All right, hang on a minute. And I can tell you, when I played here, I remember playing a pony league game where, maybe it was Little League, I don't know. Hit one deep foul here to the left into that cornfield, and promptly the next pitch, I believe, I struck out. So it's going to happen. All right. That was a long time ago. So I'm basically walking now. I should be in the picture now. Hello. How are you? I'm basically checking now to see what kind of distance we get with the mic here. If it gets good distance, it may be a microphone that I use to catch the activity around home plate, which is always fun, right? You hear the crack of the bat when the ball hits the mitt, that thwack, that kind of thing. So let's see here. I'm trying to take a look now where my camera is, out in center. That looks about centered upright. It really is from here. The plate's a little bit this way from where the center field camera is, so that should work pretty good, I think. And the microphone, what I'd probably do is fasten it to one of these poles here to pick up the action. If you put it on the fence, you get noise off the fence, which you really don't want. So the only other thing is that I concern myself about with doing a broadcast and having a mic that close is, sometimes people get a little cranky in ballparks, and you pick up all of that extraneous noise. And I would really not want to be the person that makes somebody look bad because they said something, around home plate there. But, that's okay. I think people can be pretty well behaved for the most part. I think I can most of the time. Okay, coming back to you here. And I'll come back around and, I just realized I brought my truck back here behind this fence. And the thing about it is, probably should have shut my door, right? Because I don't want my battery to go out. So let me just do that. You'll hear the door shut in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da. So I didn't lock my keys in there. No, I didn't. That's good. Okay, just a second. There we go. So that was a test of that microphone. We'll go back to the other one here in just a moment, okay? Hang in there. Okay. So there we have it. One of the things too when you're using a chair that's out in the grass, you probably ought to have one that has more of the not 4 corners on it, right? The one, just a lawn chair type, because otherwise you start sinking into the ground. I brought a couple of boards to try to alleviate that, but I'm not sure that's going to work real well. Don't think it will. So what the intention is to try to, if you see what the camera is there, this is the left field camera. Will be actually, the camera will be the main one during an at bat would be this one, the center field camera. My goodness, am I that winded from walking? I have been working quite hard today trying to get all this stuff set up. But oh, by the way, the flag now is totally calm, so not blowing at all. The intention is to use the center field camera to get most of the action, and then once, let's say there's a ground ball, then we quickly switch to this camera, and at that point we try to move around to catch the action, wherever the ball may end up. There will be some other ways to try to perfect that as time goes on, but it'll get there. I'm not too worried about that. Again, I kind of like, if you see there, this left field shot. Let me tilt this down just a bit. When I get the fence in it just barely at the edge, see? Now you know that's where we are in relation to the field. You can say, yes, Captain Obvious, that I understand that. But it gives you a reference point, so you know if somebody hits one out here, if you see the right fielder going back, you know that it's coming in the camera's living room. So, yeah, that could always be a dangerous point. I have the cameras back far enough off of the fence that I don't believe there's going to be any kind of... I mean, if somebody tried to leap over the fence and make a catch, great, but I've never seen anybody do anything like that, and that's an incredibly dangerous thing to do. In my opinion, you could fall and hit your head and break your neck, that kind of thing. I switch back to the center field camera here, and it's pretty far back from the fence too. So if somebody's coming straight back there, I don't think it's going to be any big deal. The one thing that I wonder about with the center field camera is, at the moment, if you look at it, there is no movement of it. Now, earlier, when there was a little bit of wind, there was a little bit of a jostle. And the head for the camera is pretty solid, but I'm guessing you get wind at all, and it's just it will move, and there's not much you can do about that. I just looked over at the center field camera. I think a bird may have landed over there on its perch. That might be fun during a game, huh? Just all of a sudden see a giant bird in the... Yeah, that's pretty funny. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Hey, let's see if we can take that center field camera. Let's see if I can show you the flag. It is kind of a cool flag, I must admit. I gotta figure out, let's see, I'll have to turn it, I don't know if left or right. It's gonna... That's the wrong camera I'm turning. Hold on a minute. Okay. All right. There we go. Yes, make sure you beep at me. I thought I changed those settings of that one every time I... Okay, hold on. Beep, beep, beep. Now you'll shut up. There we go. Won't be doing that anymore. All right, now let's see if I can bring the camera around. All right, now the question is, I don't even know by frame of reference where we are with that. Okay, we are... Yeah, now I have to come up some more. Up. Yes, it's tough for me to see the camera and also try to figure out where we are in reference. I know how I can get this. Hold on a minute. Watch this little trick. I think. Yep, I knew. I picked up that pole. Guess what that is? That would be the flag. All right, let's kind of go up there and see if I can find it, eh? Do, do, do. It's supposed to move a little faster than that. Whoop, hang on. Okay. Keep going. There you go. Hey there. Hey there, you little fella. So there you can see that's kind of what the wind's doing today here. It's not bad. It's kind of again, I think the high today was supposed to be 49. So it's not beautiful in any way, shape, or form. But could you have played a game today? Sure, you could have. You'd wanted to have hand warmers or gloves to wear in the dugout, I would think, of some kind. It's a good-sized flag. I don't know how big it is. I don't know who put it up, but kudos to the folks that did here in Bowen, because that flag looks fairly new. I'm not sure I remember it being out here. But it's always good to have a flag at a ball diamond, because then you can tell what the wind is doing, or at least where the flag is. So again, as you can see, it's not blowing too bad today. Let me bring it back to the ball diamond here. See how quick I can center it back up. And okay, let's see here. Blue sky, hello. There's a light pole. All right, let's go down here and take a look. Where am I on the field? Up there. Now I know where I am. I'm to the right, and we need to go left. There's the field that I mentioned. Come back here, and there is our center field camera shot. And we zoom in a bit, got to raise her up a bit. There. That's going to be a little bit, maybe right in there. It will depend. I'm not sure if having a little bit of that grass edge in the camera shot kind of helps you. At least you know where the infield and outfield are in relation. I have no idea how tall the batters and the pitchers will show in that shot, but I think it's going to work pretty well. I am pretty happy with the way things have gone today. Nice day to do it, and actually what my intention is now, I'm going to finish this up here in just a few moments. My intention now is to go over to the Augusta Ball Diamond and run a test over there. What time is it here now? It is 3:43 Central Daylight Time. So once I am done here, I will pack up. We'll go over there and reset up and see how things go there. I think it's going to go okay. There are still some issues to square away. These camera issues, the same problems that I had the first time where the camera was there and then it wasn't, and cropped up, and I started really messing with the settings. I'm like, aha, there it is. Got it fixed. And it was not intuitive at all. Absolutely was not. It just wasn't. So, okay. Give me just a second here. At least I think that's the case. Hold on. Alrighty. Yeah, there we go. Just messing with some camera on the other settings with the other camera here. Moving it around a little bit, and sure, why not? Okay. There we go. And so, I think we're there, aren't we? Yeah, there we go. Hi. So, things went pretty well here today from the Bowen Ball Diamond, softball youth diamond. I'd call it Little League, but I don't know what they call the league anymore. Well, I do, but anyway, we'll call it the youth softball diamond here in Bowen, Illinois, just at the edge of town. And the test here today has went pretty well. I'm happy with it. And so what I'm going to do now is pack up and we'll go over to Augusta and we'll test it. So that'll probably be within an hour and a half from now. Probably more like an hour and a half. So this is your Uncle Phil saying so long. And I will talk to you in just a little bit from another ballpark. Bye for now.